I can't figure out any of my controls tonight. You know what? I put the Fifth Element in there and I thought I'd make it a little bit abstract. So we'll have Ian Holm in there and people might think it's, I don't know, Blade Runner, or not Blade Runner, oh God, The Hobbit or something like that, or Alien. And about 100 people got it all at once, so I couldn't even select a name because it had all whizzed past the screen. So I'm scrolling back and I see Anthony. I think you were first, but I can't tell because Craig and Lou got in at the same time. So give yourselves a pat on the back today. That was excellent. Hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
I'm on the Heineken again tonight. Today, apart from doing the Orca thing, and I have been working on the Orca, as you see, it's starting to get really roughed up now. I love the weathering process. The weathering is just so much fun. I've still got to weather this area here. I've got 2 shades on this at the moment. I haven't even done a black wash on it yet. So I'm really happy with how it goes. And I've done the battery box today as well. So I can actually light the interior with no cables on the outside. Really happy with how that's going. So when Phil comes back from Oregon, I'm hoping that we'll be kind of not neck and neck. He's going to be ahead of me, but I won't be too far behind him. So that's all good. A couple of things. First off, I had a cock up with this today. I didn't realise it. That for the front here, this front section that you can see that's red, I actually put a layer of, I put some primer on, then a layer of lacquer. Perfect. Then I thought, I don't like how deep red that is. I want to change the shade of red. So I went for an acrylic paint and I put that on and that looked pretty good. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Nah, it needs to be a little bit darker. So I went back to the original lacquer that I was using. But it was clogging up my airbrush. So I thought I can't use that. I'm gonna brush it on. So I thought I need to thin it. So I'll put some lacquer thinner in it, which has got a retarder in it. Oh, what a mistake. So as soon as I started brushing it on, it was going on beautifully. And then it started to turn to jelly. And then it was taking off every single layer. And I'm talking the primer layer, everything, right back to bare bones. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I let it dry. And believe it or not, it's made a really good effect. So I've gone over it now with the red that I originally used. And it's added like some blemishes to it. It's really good. So it's one of those happy little accidents. No, I haven't put the skid packs on the deck. Now, Lou, you'd be interested to know, Phil used electrical tape for that and he cut that into little rectangles. I've got some really thin wet and dry paper, very, very, very high grade. So it's sort of like polishing paper, if you like. I'm going to cut them out and just put them alongside there, stick them on. So, and then what I might do is just get some white powder, like paint powder, and just dab it around, blow it off, just so it's not black, if you know what I mean. So, but that's, I mean, there's so many ideas I've got for this, but I've got a homework assignment for everybody out there. If anyone can help me or give an idea of something that will look good. First off, the mast. At the top, there's a flag. There's nothing in the film which shows what's on that flag. And I do think it's not flag shaped. I do think it is actually in a point. I think the flag goes into a point. There is one scene where it's going along and the flag definitely looks like it's a point. It's not a rectangular flag. And I'm guessing it's like a cream or a white colour. I haven't got a clue if there's a logo on it. So I might just leave a white flag on top. But I don't want it as a point. It's still going to have to hang down. But that's my first puzzler. The second puzzler I posed in chat before the stream started, where we've got fire extinguishers. And Lou has mentioned that is it Kiddie or just Kid with an E? You don't pronounce the E. I can probably get something off the internet to make a label for that. But honestly, the label has got to be something stupid like, I don't know, 4 mils by about 3 mils. If that. So you're not really going to see much detail anyway. But I've already got the first fire extinguisher on there anyway. I don't know if Chris Hurst is in chat tonight, but I've got some of them coming. The chum buckets that we've been mentioning, I'm filling up with real fish. That's coming. Hello, Charlotte. How's it going? But yeah, I've been really having some fun with this. Now today, I will catch up with chat. You know what I'm like I have my monologues, the first thing. I actually got, you sit down for this, right? I got the next delivery of the Knight Rider. So 2 days ago I got box 1 again, so I got issue 1 and 2. Today I got issues 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now if you remember, I'm only up to issue 4 on the channel. So tomorrow I'm going to do the next 2 stages, and then I've got the next box already on the way as well, so that's going to be here early next week. So I am slowly going to start catching up with peeps on the Knight Rider, and it's partly the reason why I created the new header card. You've got the Knight Rider or Knight 2000 car on that header card as well. I've also got the next Fast and the Furious. So I was going to do Bismarck Pack 9 tomorrow. I keep putting it off, don't I? So that's going to be next week now, because Monday we're going to have the DB5. 15 stages left, and I'm going to be doing 10 on Monday, which means 5 more stages at the end. What else have we got? The Spitfire. If anyone got an email today, they're saying don't build from issue 93 onwards. Possible problem with the PCB board, which probably means there's a problem with the PCB board, and they're going to replace it. So I'm just holding off building anything at the moment. I'm guessing they're probably going to change the board. Go with sandpaper. What would be the difference between the wet and dry? Because, like, to be honest with you, Lou, I've only ever seen the wet and dry in black. I don't think I've seen sandpaper in black apart from on my sponges. It's normally that, well, sand colour. But I was going to use wet and dry because it's finer grip, but I don't know. Unless I paint the sandpaper, I suppose. I'll bow down to you, whatever you think. I haven't gave it much thought at the moment. I know that I want to have some sort of texture to it. So, but if sandpaper will work, I haven't got black, but I could paint it, then I've got plenty of that in the house. The wet and dry I've got to go out and buy. I think the problem with the wet and dry paper, thinking about it, it's got sort of like I don't know if they're glass beads, but it's not all black, is it? You've got some sort of clear, shiny bits in it, which I don't think will go down too well. So, Wayne's doing the Eaglemoss version of Titanic. I am, and it should come out the end of the month when everyone else should be getting their subscriptions for Hachette. I don't know when they're being posted. Kiddie. It is pronounced Kiddie, is it? Excellent, Ed. But saying that with the Titanic, I'm frantic to get started on it because I've been watching everybody's builds. I've been watching them on YouTube, and I've been watching them on the Facebook group as well. And I'm like, well, I'm not building anything at the moment. The only boat I'm building is the Orca. So can't wait to get started on that one. I can't put skull and crossbones on the top. The other thing is the again, I'll have to take a screen grab on the what they call them, the life rings, boys rings, the rings. There, the rings. Orca is written at the top, and I'm wondering, do I have to do that freehand, which I really don't want to do? Can I use those decals? You know, you can get the letters on the decals and scratch them off. Or is there another way? Jeffrey, I'm looking at you for what do you reckon? What's the best idea for that? And I've got to make a hammock for the inside, so much so that I've got the netting. I've got some brilliant netting that's to scale for the boat. I'm getting Mrs. Rhoda Wayne to do it for me. She loves working all that haberdashery stuff, so I've told her what I want, and she's going to make a hammock for me out the netting. If the flag is draped, put a Welder Wayne logo on it. I could do, couldn't I? You're not going to see it anyway, and you don't see it in the film. I mean, I've already put my mark on it anyway, because I said the little warning label at the side of the control thing is supposed to say about dumping oil into the ocean, and I've just put the whole synopsis of Jaws. I just copied the first paragraph of Wikipedia and copied it in there. Oh, the things that I do. What else? I'm sure there's loads of things to be telling you. On the weekend, I'm going to be doing I'm going to be building the mechanical keyboard that I was telling you about, and I'll tell you why I'm building a mechanical keyboard, because how filthy this one gets, and hopefully I might be able to get some video footage of really how filthy this actually is. And I do apologise, I've got paint on my hands because I've been painting quite a lot today. So there you go. I'll have the wife sort something out in cloth with an embroidery on it for you. Just let me know the dimensions. I will do, Ian. It's really tiny though. I mean, you're looking, I mean, it's draped. That's the problem. So when you put it out, it's probably going to be about, where's my ruler? Stand by. I reckon you're looking about 3.5 centimetres by about 2 centimetres. About 3.5 by 2. But remember, it's not rectangular. It does sort of go into a point. So, crazy. But why Quint would have a flag up there, I don't know. The only time you do see it, actually, like close up, is when the boat's actually sunk. Chief Brody's in the water, and he's waiting, you know, what's his name? Hooper's coming swimming out from, escaping from the shark, and he's just resting on the weather vane, and you can actually see it floating in the water. But there isn't a logo on it. But some signs of you can see a little dot, like the water butt in there. There's a logo on that, but I haven't got a clue what it is, so I did my own thing on that. But there you go. I sent you a link for a pic of a chemical extinguisher. That's excellent, Ed. I mean, all I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I did with the stove, is I'm just going to shrink the decal down so tiny you don't really see much anyway, but you can tell it's a warning label or something like that, or how to use label. I got into trouble for using go with a sandpaper. I think I will definitely do that. I got into trouble when I was little with fire extinguishers. I learnt a valuable lesson with fire extinguishers when I was little, that the water ones, they're great if because I was in the retail business, if you get shoplifters, because when you activate them they get wet. But what they don't tell you is the water inside a fire extinguisher is extremely stagnant and it stinks the place out, especially even when they test it. They're only testing it for pressure, they're not going to replace the water. So yeah, that's not a nice thing. So a couple of times I've doused a fire extinguisher on a shoplifter back in my retail days. Oh, I don't miss retail at all. What's going on tonight with my my chat? It's not updating. 1 second. Stand by. Houston, we have a problem. It's updating on my other screen, but it's not updating on the screen that I use to copy Peeps comments over. So stand by. Let's try that again. Now I've just linked it to YouTube, so if you're on Twitch, I'm going to be missing your streams, unfortunately. That's better. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling back now because I've missed so much. That's the logo you were thinking about. What logo? If the flag put, yeah, oh, right, gotcha. Well, you talked to me about that part work. John, you talked about the Disney one. I did, if that's the one. But she, wet and dry is the same thing. Language barrier, really? Oh, I didn't know. Black sandpaper on a foot file. Where am I going to get a foot file from, Esther? I could just buy some wet and dry. Where was he talking about? I've gone right off it now, haven't I? It's because I'm scrolling back. John, yeah, the Disney Dolls House. She doesn't like Disney. I love Disney. I'm like a Disney freak, but she doesn't like Disney. Scrooge she is. I wonder if Sylvester Stallone would let model companies in his garage look at the car from the 1986 movie Cobra. Crime is a disease and I'm the cure. Do you remember that film? That was really cheesy. What was it? The Night Slasher or something in it? I think the big deal on that was the knife, wasn't it? It had like spikes in it. I don't remember much about that film. Cheesy 80s stuff. You know what? For the first time, I was flicking through Stars, is it? I think there's a Disney film channel. And I saw a really cheesy 80s film with Tom Selleck called An Innocent Man. Never seen it before. But because it was like a prison thing, I thought, I'll like this. Oh. God. Some films hold up well from the 80s, some don't. You got COVID, Dr. Mark? Oh, that's not good. See, now I got COVID on the 27th of December and I got over it. I got the tiredness afterwards. That killed me a little bit. But other than that, it's not too bad. But you know what? I'm wondering, and this may be me speculating, that if this Omicron is mild, then theoretically, if it sweeps through the nation, pretty much like your flu and your cold would, surely that's giving people antibodies who otherwise wouldn't have antibodies. So, I don't know. Do the Orca freehand. Quint would have a good handwriting, so be okay. I'll have a go. I'll have a go with a font. I mean, I can do it, but it's you know, one side it will look good, and then I've got to try and repeat that on the other side. Unless I do, I've got some tracing paper down here and just follow a template, I suppose. I could do that. Phil's done a really good job on his. I don't know if he's done that freehand. His ones look brilliant. But I started to think, is that a decal? It's so good. Oh, bless. You just got your 4th kit delivery today. I did see some people's deliveries on Facebook. It does depress me when you're all getting well ahead of me. And I'm like, oh, I haven't got that. But there you go. Hi Wayne, Easy Line, are you going to use on the Bismarck? Yes, I am. Oh, no, I'm taking my microphone off thinking I have to get something and I don't. Alex, I'm not using Easy Line because Easy Line's a brand name and you're paying for the money there. I'm using Infini and this is the one I'm using. 132. Oh. So the scale is completely wrong for the Bismarck. It's just right for the planes. But for how thick this actually is pretty similar to what it was on the Bismarck, the stuff that they give you. And it's like an elasticy material. I don't know if I can show you. Hang on a second. Now, this wasn't cheap. I think this was about £10. God, you'd think they'd help you with the... They do help you with the... Can't get it off. it's actually on a little dot here. You got to get the dot off, I suppose, to get the stuff off. But this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's out of focus there. But it's got a little bit of elastic on it, so it's good to put on there. Out of all the ones that you can get, this is the second biggest one, if you like. You can get one bigger than that. Just looking at that now, I might have to get a bigger size on that. It's okay for some of the down run, the ones that go across, but I think it's a bit too thin for the down runners. But I got that off of Amazon. Did I? No, I didn't. I got that from, stand by, I haven't got a clue. Amazon don't do it, or they do it, but it's constantly out of stock. I got it from a company called, and it only took a couple of days to come as well. Scale Model Shop, scalemodelshop.co.uk. That's who I got that from. No shipments lately. You know, Dr. Mark, I'm waiting for 8 issues of the Ferrari, so I don't know what's happening. What's Craig said? Craig, look, I've got a message with nothing in it. What's that? How do you do that? Can you just press enter and it gives a blank message? What's going on? If I go back up here, can I see that message? See, up here it says I just watched Knight Rider 2000 yesterday. I don't know. Hi, Mrs. Rolderway. Maybe you should have a word with Mrs. B. Let her know all these models I'm buying are a good thing. Yeah, I can actually hire Mrs. Rolderway now for doing things like that. Either that or go and get the t-shirt. I don't know if it's in the store still at the moment because I've got a habit of keep taking my shirts out the store because they're no longer available. But don't blame me. Rolderway made me buy it. A hammock for the Orca, a hammock for the workshop. I mean, the hammock for the Orca, I was going to do it, but I thought, you know what? Let's let Mrs. Rolderway just have one little bit in there. Because we're getting to the stage that I really love. Look, I've even put the portholes in here. They're far too shiny. I need to dull them down. But I just love to me, it's like a doll's house now. Because I get to add things, add in details. It's all going to be the details on the outside because I've pretty much finished the ones on the inside. And obviously I just need to weather up this, whatever colour this is. I don't know, it's like a grey, greeny colour. But yeah, and then I've got to do the barrels in the front. Everything's external after this, so which is great because this is the bit that I wanted to seal up. Like, as you see, I've just knocked it there. I want to seal this whole thing up so I haven't got to go back into that section there. And then I'll be happy. What about the Bismarck? I knew you were going to say that, Spenny. I did one, but I'll do another one later. The other thing I've done, you probably can't notice it because of the logo here, but I've got all the wheels on the tank now. The two where I had duplicate parts, which I haven't got them now, I've got them replaced. So the Leopard tank's ready to go now, so that's all good. You've seen the Hachette Titanic. It looks awesome. You know what? The Hachette Titanic, I'm concerned that a lot of people are modding already. And I understand that the first stage, because I've been watching the videos, you're getting sort of like a wood effect. Is it wood? I'm guessing it's wood. And you're sticking it on plastic, but the stickiness isn't all of that on it. And on John Builds Iconic Military Models, he's actually put some glue on it to actually keep that down. I'm guessing that means you're going to have to do that with every single panel along that Hachette link. And also on the Forecastle as well, you've got the box, which is already, people are modifying that as well. I don't know. I think I'm under the impression that Eagle Moss is going to be a lot more detailed. But there's going to be a lot more work as well being wood. But I don't know until I see it. So I have got a phone call with Eagle Moss. What's the date today? Is it tomorrow? Stand by. Yes, I'm speaking to Eagle Moss tomorrow. So you never know, I might be able to find out when it's coming. Agora's resent Bismarck Pack 10 and Pack 11 will be sent tomorrow, apparently. I haven't got any at the moment, Derek. I've got Pack 9. I'm still waiting for 10 and 11. And I'm still waiting, I think, was it Pete? Was it you saying you've got the next Pack 4 of the Jaguar? Pack 5, Pack 4? I haven't received anything yet, so waiting for that to come. Hello, Trevor's Workbench. Thursday's not been the same without watching you over your lunch break. So you're over in over the pond, are you? Oh, you know what? I can't wait to go over there. Now, I'm over in America at the end of May for Wonderfest. I'm going to be in America for 2 weeks. I can't wait. Bought a laptop, so don't worry. There's going to be live streams and all the goings on at Wonderfest. So everyone's going to be on their best behaviour, aren't they, Lou? There'll be a no camera zone when we're in the bars or something. See, I've never been to anything like this in America, so I don't know. Do they have? I take it they have bars. They must have a bar in a hotel because you don't have the pubs out there, do you? Oh, it's going to be such a culture shock for me. I'm going to be like Mick Dundee going to New York for the first time. I was wondering, do you plan on building Eddie Stobart truck? Stewie, no, I'm not. I'm not building it. I did the trial, but you know what? It's not my thing. It's really not my thing. Building. If it was a great big, as we called them in the 80s, juggernauts. You know, the big American things that you saw in the film Over the Top that Sylvester Stallone was driving, and he wants to win one. One of them I'd love to build, but just for a regular run-of-the-mill lorry, it doesn't do it for me. I messed about cigarette lighter and almost set fire to my bedroom carpet. What? Okay. Hello, Koza. How's it going? Are you two available tomorrow for 5 minutes? In the middle of moving down to Wiltshire, need to get Wayne's mask present to you. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's going to be working, but I'm in, Gary. But I do have a call with Eaglemoss at, stand by, 2 o'clock. So, and I'll be doing the Night Rider. So, yeah, I will be in tomorrow, Gary. In the bathroom upstairs. What? Okay. That's too much information. You don't like Disney, they ruin films. You watched it last night. What did you watch, Ed? I watched The Eternals today. You know what? It started good, but it did, again, another thing didn't do it for me. So, you just watched Knight Rider 2000 yesterday. Did you manage to get the Bismarck crane sorted from the other night? Yeah, I've got one done, Kerry. Whether it's done right or not, put it this way. The pulley's the right way round, and I've got things going, and the crane's pointing in the right direction. So that bit's done. Someone did recommend, actually, that using a needle, a small sewing needle, will help to get it through those parts. But that was painful. I'm sure it was painful to watch. It was certainly painful to film. I watched back on it, and I'm shaking my head. And I do think that more people tune in on Tuesday to watch me stress. But you know what? I don't shy away from... If it's going to be hard, chances are I'm going to do it on a Tuesday night car crash stream. I did that with the... what was it? Issue 19 of the Enterprise. Because everyone said how hard it was. So I figured, you know what? If I'm going to make mistakes, at least people can see me making them as we go along. So there's no cuts. How is the merch map looking? You know what? We haven't had merch on the map for ages, Morts29. We need to get some more pictures on the channel. I might reboot that this year and see what we can do. I'll try and get a map up. Can I do that, I wonder? I'm just having a think. If I move C3PO, I could have a map of the world there and start sticking pins in it, couldn't I? Because the problem with an electronic map is you can't see it. Have a think of that. You gave me food for thought, Morts. Oh yeah, issue 2 is out in the newsagents today, from what I understand. Oh, there we go. Look, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's answer for me. Wayne, what's going on with the victory? Bill, the victory... Nothing's happening with the victory because Model Space seem to be incapable of answering any emails, any direct texts. They've stopped the build, and I've been left in the lurch. Pretty much. Ian, how are you with your MiG now? You were doing the MiG, wasn't you? And I think Alex Builds was doing the MiG as well. Have you got them? But yeah, I'm very annoyed about it. It's a sore subject at the moment, Bill. But, you know, while I'm building a wooden Titanic, there's no way I'm going to be going on the Victory as well. So if you want to watch the Victory, may I recommend John Builds iconic military models. And also Phil, over on Sprueverse, he's building the Victory too. And he's got the whole set. I haven't got them. So I'm left in limbo with that. As a matter of fact, a lot of the wood from the Victory that I had spare is what I've used on the Orc here to make the deck. Hello, Ian. How's it going? Not good. Perhaps on the Bismarck. You know what? I'm deliberately not doing the other crane at the moment because, you know, pain. Hello, Casey. Just got here. No, you probably already said it, but do you know when the next Enterprise is coming? No, I don't, Casey. I haven't got a clue. Eaglemoss seem to be on hold. This is why I'm glad I've got a call tomorrow, because obviously the Eleanor... I'm doing 3 from Eaglemoss, the Eleanor, the Enterprise and the Ecto 1. We've had no delivery since before Christmas. And because it's affected everything, I'm guessing it's the whole of Eaglemoss. And this is the same in the US as well. Although in the US, I know that you're behind a lot more than we are here. So, until I know something. But if I do find anything out tomorrow, I will post it on my social media. So make sure you are subscribed to me on social media. Adam, I'm not blurry. You need to stop drinking now. When I get blurry, you need to stop drinking. Either refresh your page, or if you're watching on YouTube, click the spanner, the cog, and just change it to HD. But I've dropped no frames, and I'm streaming at 6,000 bits per second, so I know that I'm crystal clear. I'll be wearing my kit tomorrow, so that's cool. You know what? We have got so many problems tonight with this. This never happens before. Stand by. The chat has frozen again on one of my tab. I use a widget called a widget. That's a good word. I use a widget called Twidget. Funny enough, a widget called Twidget. And what that does is it takes the chat from YouTube and it puts it into another chat window where I can actually highlight it and put it on the screen, which I could do now. So, for example, hello, Phil. How's it going? I've just seen Phil's in here. See, I can actually see those messages now. I couldn't see them before. So I thought I was doing really well. Luke, you can either confirm or deny that they will be drinking, but I take it that camcorders and any video recording equipment will be asked to be kept away. Oh dear. Ed, I've missed the chat before. Is it wood veneer? So I don't know what we're looking at. Is what wood veneer? Just so you know that I've just done a fantasy football thing for the American football because it's the playoff seasons at the moment. Obviously, I'm a Rams fan and they got through, but I didn't get the Rams. I did get the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm pretty excited with that. And Jack, my son, he got the Buccaneers. So we're both really excited for that. We could stand to win the gross princely sum of £70. So we'll have to see. That's another model, isn't it? Yeah, it's pack forward a Turtle Jaguar. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm hoping that'll be coming soon because I can't wait to get started on those spokes. I know that Ian's from Partwork Upgrades has made another kind of jig that will hopefully, I know we've got a jig with this one anyway that's going to hopefully make it a little bit easier, but I am going to be using glue. Probably not, Bill. With the diorama, I like Phil's idea of having it on a stand, pretty much like the stand I've got it on here. Oh, you can't see that. Let me just take your message. But I'm going to use my CNC to engrave Orca in the side of it. The reason I don't want to make a diorama is because, A, it's going to have to be so big and I've just got no room for that. So, I mean, I would have done that for the Bismarck, but when I saw how big the stand was, not going to happen. So, you got back 10 and the money just came out for pack 11. Yeah, I haven't got any of those, Nigel, so I'm going to have to wait. But, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to film it. You saw how long some of those stages take. It's crazy. Our bars play both kinds of music, country and western. So, I mean, I've only ever been to... I mean, Vegas, is all the bars are in hotels. So I'm guessing, is it like Vegas? Because I never got to see anything like that when I was in Orlando. I'm so excited for it. Eggman Studios, how's it going? You just had your second set of kit, issues 1 and 2, arrived from Fanhome, had the rest of my subscription. So it does mean that I've got issues 1 and 2 of kit again. Now listen, I see loads of people saying, what do I do with the bonnet if it's got scuffs and marks in it? Go down to your local Halfords or Car Auto Detailing and get yourself some colour-coded turtle wax or colour-coded wax and put that on there. It comes up beautifully and gets out any blemishes. I think there's a slight T-cut in there as well, which is why it's so good. But you get that, it's absolutely perfect. I'm holding off doing that to any of mine. I've checked it to make sure it works, so you're not going to destroy anything. Until the car's finished, then I'll give it a good polish with that. I used to own a black car, so I know the pain of getting smudges and scratches and God knows all over the place. There you go. Ah, the Cobra. Yeah, I haven't got mine yet. I'm still waiting for it. Jacksonville, how are things in Jacksonville? It must be cold over there, Phil. I mean, it's cold here at the moment. It was like -2 last night. I heard in Canada at the moment, where my brother's living, it's like -26. He did that thing where you can boil water and throw it in the air and it just like vaporizes in the air. I don't know if you're in here tonight, Michael. Hi, man. Can you ask Easymos what the hold up is with their shipments? I can answer that for you now. They're going to blame Christmas, a lack of containers, Lack of shipping slots, because obviously if the shipping slots is the busiest time in China, if you haven't got a slot, you're not going to get it on the ship unless you want to pay a premium price, which they're not going to do. I'm guessing it's all logistics, because it's not just Eaglemoss. Everyone's been affected by it. Michael Baldassari. I butchered your name, I apologise. Wayne, super impressed with the work you've done on the Orca. It's going to be beautiful. I'm loving it. And Phil, because you're in here, I'm starting to weather. Oh, it's so much fun weathering. I'm just having so much fun weathering. I've got to start doing this stuff now, but yeah, I'm loving it. But you have got a care package on the way. I did send you an email. The beer cans that we've got are actually solid metal. Solid metal. It's like having one of the I don't know if I've got it here. Here we go. It's like having oh no, I haven't. Oh, there it is. It's like having a solid magnet. This is quite heavy for a magnet, but they're half the size of that. So I think they are slightly too big, but not as big as some of the 112 scale cans. So I'm sending you 5 of those. But yeah, they're brilliant, brilliant quality. How does it know, feeling you got to do the Agora? Yeah, Derek, I'm trying not to think about it. That's why I haven't built box 9 yet. I'm just burying my head in the sand. Oh, bless. Have you seen Death Race? No, Adrian. Is that some sort of remake from the old 80s Death Race 2000? Do you remember that? That was a good film. I haven't seen any of The Witcher, Stephen. But did you lose all your pics? I did, Scott. I lost every single picture, and some people have been sending me again. But the problem with that is that I can't then differentiate from the people that are sending me them again that's featured to the people that are new. So I might have to rethink how that is. I don't know. But well, I lost everything. I lost every single asset on the channel, and everything you see now I've either created afresh or I've managed to pull from some of the old videos on YouTube. So it's all good. Yeah, look, you've not heard anything from Model Space either. It's terrible, Berg, this. I don't know how they can stay in business when they're treating everyone like that. It's terrible. Hi, Wayne. Hope you and the family are good. Looking forward to seeing more of the SR-71. I won't be building that until the Orca's finished. I'll tell you that now. I need to open some slots in my time. But you know what? Up to today, apart from the Bismarck, I had nothing to do apart from the Orca. And then suddenly it's all starting to come in again. So, it's been a fun week, but I mean, I've got the DB5 to do, but I'm trying to do that every Monday. So Christian Buxton, if you're watching this in a couple of weeks, hopefully it'll be finished if everything goes right. I've had to play around with that ejector seat, just so you know. The problem I had was that when I pushed down on the gear stick, it wasn't ejecting. So what I've done is I used some of the foam that I used in the books, actually, just to create a little bit of a lift and pressure there. So it ejects fine now. But getting it in is a bit of a challenge. You've got to put it in sort of like a certain angle for it to lock in perfectly. Trying to get it at that angle is a nightmare. So I'm wondering, is there a fix that I might be able to do that can slot that in better so it actually goes underneath the tab? But we'll see. We'll see. Told my missus yesterday that they make a build for kit. I pretty much got the green light. Wow. Well done. I'm always available to have conversations on your behalf, Craig. I can be persuasive, I'm sure. Hi Anthony, why is it Eaglemoss do updates on all their part workstations but sod all on Ecto 1? They do updates on the Ecto 1 and the Enterprise, but they tend to be different on a different like post. I've noticed that anyway. Nothing on the Route Master yet, Craig. No. Have you thought about getting Thunderbird's vehicles? Dylan, I did the Thunderbird 2, which obviously had about 14 or 19 vehicles in it. It's not really my thing. I like Jerry Anderson, but I wasn't really a big fan of the puppetry side of it. You know, the Thunderbirds and the spin-offs like Stingray, Joe 90, all of that. That wasn't really my thing. Here we go. Thank you, Philip. The Orca flag is a triangular swallowtail pennant, coloured white. That's my homework done. Missed most of the stream. So is there a logo on it then, Philip, or not? I can't make it out. Would a boat just have a white flag on top? Because to me, that just means I'm surrendering. Pete, you're in the same boat. Look, waiting on Model Space since 2021. There needs to be an announcement. If Model Space have now rebranded as D'Agostini Collectibles, then D'Agostino Collectibles needs to be shouting big time now, because they've made this new brand and it's hurting that brand already. So I don't know. You're building the Mobius HAL 9000 and putting an Echo Dot in it. Wow, I bet that's going to look good. Have you built the V1 camper van? I haven't, Graham, but one of my friends, Beanie's Hobbies, Matthew Bean, he has. It might be on his YouTube channel. He has got a YouTube channel. Matt's really heavily into 3D printing, so anything you want to know about resin printers, 3D printers, he's the person to go and visit, go in to see. You've had a shipping email for one Eleanor and one Ecto this week. I've had nothing at the moment, Bergdis. And have I thought of a needle threader for doing the rigging on those cranes? The problem with the cranes, Gary, is that the threading it through wasn't the problem. The problem is that the crane is able to move. So when you've got something tight or how you want it, because it moves, it just goes slack again and then just pulls off the pulley. So you'd need to fix the crane into a position. But then even that's not going to help, because again, even when it's completed, as I noticed when I did mine, if you push it up too far, it just falls off the spindles at the top, the pulleys at the top. It was a bad design. You're still waiting on the Routemaster Pack 2 since the first week of January. I don't know what the status is of some of the deliveries at the moment, Raymond. The best people to ask would be Agora. And did you realise that the free builds you're doing, Eaglemoss, are all starting with E? Wow. Perhaps that's a thing then, Lou. What else can we have? E. ET Spaceship? Perhaps that's coming. Hello, Robert. How's it going? Robert, I don't know if you caught the... you did miss some Scotland chat, but you missed it yesterday, I think it was. That we've booked a holiday in Scotland again, just so you know, this year. So we're off to Scotland at the beginning of August. We're going to be staying at Lochern Head, so just past Strathir, just past Calendar. So yeah, we're in Scotland for a week. So that's going to be fun. So we're up your way. I'll have to page you nearer the time, Robert, so we can meet up or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. We're bringing Phoebe with us, so that's going to be a pain. Hello, Bruce. How's it going? Bruce, I haven't received an email from you. You said you're going to email me. Wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk, and then I'll get the contact details for you. So exactly. You know, I can't wait to see what it's like having me, Phil and Lou in the same place with alcohol. I think that's going to be a science experiment that we need to study. Oh, bless. The decking is a wood veneer. Ah, thank you, Ed. That's what you mean. I haven't seen it, you see, but I can see the problem now, that if that adhesive isn't bonding enough, you're going to get bumps, and as that comes away over time, you're going to get severe bumps, and you're going to end up gluing it down anyway. So I think that is the right idea, to get a really good Gorilla Glue to bond that down so it doesn't move. I'm keeping this in the back of my mind, because remember, I'm doing this in May with Agora models. So I have got my Knight Rider sorted out. There's going to be 2 stages on the channel tomorrow. That brings me up to stage 6, and I've got the next 7, 8, 9, 10 on the way, and I believe 11, 12, 13, 14 is on the way as well. So I am getting there. Hello, John. Now, John, is it Kissimmee or is it Kissimmee? Because every time I've been to Orlando, I've been there 4 times. I've always called it Kissimmee, but I'm guessing it's Kissimmee. But that's a lovely place, Kissimmee, I have to say. Kissimmee. See you later, Lou. Have fun. Why not cast the Orca in resin? Jerry, I think I explained that. It's just too big. I haven't got the space to display it, to have like a resin around the end. That's why I'm using resin in my chum barrels. I'm going to use resin for something, otherwise it's just sitting down here doing nothing. Nope, still no word on Hogwarts. I'll be surprised if that comes out. I reckon that's a licensing thing, you know. I bet that Harry Potter license ain't cheap. It's 50 degrees in Eastern Australia. God, Martin, I don't know how you could deal with that. I think the hottest we had in the UK one year was it wasn't last year. I think it was a year before. It went to 42. And that killed me. So much so I was outside sleeping on the lawn. And about 1 o'clock in the morning, the heavens opened and started raining on me. And I'm like, this is lovely. But there you go. Are you going to make straps for the back of the Ecto one on the floor? I don't know. I've got the gurney rails to put in that Mike Lane sent, but because we've had no Ecto 1, I haven't done any of the Mike Lane mods. Matter of fact, Mike Lane's just sent me some mods for the back of the DB5, just some of the detailing that goes on the trunk, so I'll probably show that off on Monday as well. He's been a busy man, old Mike Lane. Down the Rams, come on. Now the Bears are looking for a complete new coaching staff. I understand Dolphins are as well. But, you know, I mean, I'm going into the playoffs hoping that either the Chiefs win now, because obviously they're in my sweepstake, or the Rams. So, you know, fingers crossed. We'll have to see. The deck of the Titanic is individual wood planks stuck on a sticky sheet. That ain't sticky. You know, I haven't even seen it in my newsagents, but I haven't really got out much. I mean, since Christmas, obviously I had to stay in anyway because of COVID. And because Mrs. Wayne's at work, she's got the car, so I haven't really been out much at all. Weekends is when I get to go out. She lets me out at weekends. Are these kits available in the States? Aston Martin, Spitfire. The Aston Martin was. I don't think it is now, Michael. The Spitfire, no. But you want to keep your eye on agoramodels.com because they distribute to America and they're always got things coming. So keep an eye on those. They do. I mean, lately they picked up a lot of Hachette titles like the Terminator, the Bismarck. So yeah, keep an eye on those. Yes, one of the spare LEDs is going to power my Arduino. I'm only powering one beacon at the moment until I see what's on the bottom. So 4.5 volts is ample. I mean, look, in my Orca, the battery in there is a 12-volt battery powering one LED. It's resisted. The LED's pre-resisted up to 12 volts, but I just think that's kind of funny. One LED from a 12-volt battery, but that battery is really tiny, the NM21s. Have you thought... I've answered that one, Dylan. Thanks for the care package, no problems. You just finished the pulpit and have started some of the rigging. Oh my God, wonder how I'll learn some nautical knots. Well, I love the knot that you did on the fishing hook. So you might have to teach me how to do that one. That was excellent. But the I am going to be watching the Cardinals and Rams Monday night. But I did buy some little eyelets, some tiny eyelets, but I'm waiting for an electric drill to come. I used to have one, but it stopped working. Just so I can drill the points where the rigging's going to go. I think the next thing that I'm going to be doing on the Orca is I just need to weather this section up, start working on this front pulpit area with the barrels. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Cardinals Rams. It's going to be a great game, but we will beat them. We beat them last time by 1 point, wasn't it? We beat the Cardinals. What about your space shuttle? That's not going to happen until the Orca's finished as well. So was going to suggest packing the mechanism for the ejector seat with plastic card. I don't know if that worked. I said the problem with the seat is either the trigger mechanism, which I think I've solved, but just trying to get it. I see what you mean. Yeah, that might work. You mean in the seat, so there's only one way to put it down? I'll have to give that some thought. Obviously, this isn't for me. This is for Christian Buxton. So I want to make sure it's all working for him. Yeah, probably zero chance. Stephen, the wall bracket for the Falcon is just a TV bracket, an old tube TV bracket. So you can probably pick them up quite cheap on eBay. So there you go. King Cams, hi everybody. I've got your Rootmaster 3rd pack today. Wow. Yeah, I'm waiting for mine. Ooh, that'd be interesting if that's on its way out then, King Cams. And you got the shipment mail for pack 3 of the Rootmaster. Wow. Check your email, Ian. I will check my email. Stand by. Just jumping over. Let's see what's saying on here. Ooh, I'm looking. Yeah, so Ian sent me a picture of the Orca with the flag on top, but again, I can't make out that logo. It's round, whatever it is. It doesn't say Orca, it looks like a logo. Can I show you this? Stand by, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Stand by. If I go image. No, window capture, that's what I want. There we go. I'm going to try and make this bigger so people can see this. But there you go, look. That's the picture. So I don't know, you tell me. There's a flag on top of it and there's something on that flag. It's definitely triangular shaped. But Who knows? Good, look how many people are on that boat. And look, Phil, there's the windows open there. Look at that. The front windows when you're talking about that copper strip. Impressive. I love seeing some of the old production. I just get off so much on behind the scenes production things. How they did things. A lot of people says it spoils the movie magic. I just find it fascinating. Big time. Has there been any Space 1999 kids? Well, again, Flynn, if you go over to spruverse.com or just type Spruverse into YouTube, he built the Eagle from Space 1999. It looks amazing. Check that out. You'd love it. Ian, it confused you. Does DLC take money from me, but it's for fan home kit? They're under the umbrella company, so of D'Agostini. I'm glad they're starting to come though, definitely. Am I so behind on chat again? I apologise, everybody. I'm bad. It's because I'm blaming the scrolling chat thing. It's not working properly tonight. I don't think Lou's in here, and I'm still seeing people talking to Lou. And Dylan, I answered that question ages ago. Perfect. You'll have a run for you. Jim Forrest and a coffee for Phoebe. What are you trying to do to us? I'll let you know. I know you're at Dundee way, but I mean, because we're going to be in north of Stirling, it won't be too hard for us to just cut across. Rather than you come into Edinburgh, it's up to you. We'll sort something out, Robert. Definitely. Raspberry rum liquor. That sounds nice. Kissimmee me. Kissimmee me. Is Kissimmee me really? Kissimmee. Really? Is that how it's pronounced? Kissimmee. Wow. I probably just butchered that, haven't I? You got lost at night between Orlando and Kissimmee. In my defense, I was driving with no GPS. I love driving Orlando. I remember driving from Sanford Airport all the way straight down to Boggy Creek Airboats, which is by Orlando Airport, and then cutting all the way along the was it 192, I think, something like that, to the I-74 back to Disney. I love driving. Hello, look, Russell's in here. Let's go Stafford. Damn straight, let's go Stafford. I don't know if you heard, brother, that I've got Kansas City Chiefs in a sweepstake as well. So either of those winning, I'm a happy man. Has it? Have an awesome day. Take care, Phil. See you later. What's your favourite science fiction movie? Oh God, Adrian. You know what? I don't know. You know that Fifth Element is quite a fun one for me. I love Star Wars. Hate Blade Runner. I can't stand Blade Runner. I don't know. There's loads. I do like a good sci-fi. I like The Black Hole. I do like a good sci-fi movie. Aliens. You noticed I stopped at Aliens. I didn't like any of the others. I actually liked Prometheus. I thought that was good as well. You don't think I don't think I'm going to be lighting up the Enterprise D at all, Roadrunner, but you know, it's the OCD in me that makes me want to make sure that it works. So if you finish in bottom place in the whole NFL, you get first choice in the draft. You do. So the Detroit Lions, Russell, will be getting getting some good picks next year. Oh bless. You know what? I'm glad that they got a win. I'm glad they got a win this year. I did get the email, actually. I think we mentioned that right at the start about the don't go past stage 93. You love that. You'll have to adopt that saying. So what was that saying that he said? I've got to go back to that. I know Phil's not in here. Have an awesome evening. I'm off to do some honeydews. That's honeydew this and honeydew that. Very good. How many batteries are required for the Enterprise? Well, there's 3 in each battery compartment, and you've got 2 battery compartments. That's 6. Then you've got the cell batteries. A few. John's model making a few. For the trigger mechanism, I don't have a problem with the trigger mechanism. Once the seat's gone in fine, it fits under no problems at all. It's getting that seat in the right orientation to push it down. I'll show you tomorrow. You can have a look. What you'll have to text me or email me, Gary, what time you're going to be here so I can prepare for you, because I will be filming in the morning, remember? So, but we'll sort something out. For detail on doing knots and rigging, look at Ola Batch Valve. She makes museum standard models and they look superb. I bet. You know what? If I had time and I'm not got a camera on me, I can probably do a way better job than I did on the first crane. But when I do that, I'll put that on the channel so you can see the finished result in that. Oh, there we go. Look, Robert said there's 6 AAAs, 3 in the Cobra neck, 3 in the battle drive, and 2 button cells for the nacelles. There you go. It's a powerhouse. You know what? I thought the Book of Boba Fett, if you saw my encyclopedia video, started slow, but episode 3 was bang on it. I loved episode 3. That was brilliant. So yeah, I'm really getting into that now. That is a ridiculous amount of batteries. I wonder if someone's going to do a power mod for it, because remember, just like I've got a power mod on the X-Wing there, as you can see the cable going down. But there's only so many things that if you're going to mount that from ceiling, I've heard the stand is and all that for the Enterprise. How would you mount it if you're going to use some sort of... You can't have a power mod without linking everything together with no intention at all of separating things either. Interesting. You were feeding Phoebe coffee as well? No wonder she's gone crazy. What's your favourite horror movie? Kerry? Oh, God. Well, back in the day, I was a big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street. Love Nightmare on Elm Street. Let me have a think. Horror movie. I don't know. I like It for recent ones. I don't know. I'm a big fan of things like, Poltergeist, Amityville Horror, anything with that sort of genre. The slasher fix and the gore fest, things like, you see, I went for a stage of loving video nasties, The Burning, Cannibal Ferox, Cannibal Holocaust, Last House on the Left, I Spit on Your Grave, any of that. I just don't really get on with them anymore. I just think they're boring, to be honest with you. The storylines are boring. I do like the tense, supernaturally sort of things. So... But working in the video business back with the day in the Blockbusters, that's all you ever got when you got to the counter, is people wanting the under-the-counter videos. Look, Russell will know that. He worked with me in Blockbusters. See, look, Smiley Clowns of Happy Town. That was a terrifying film. Terrifying. But yeah, some of the videos that we got back returned, hey, Russell? In the wrong box. Whoa, we got some stories from Blockbuster days, me and my brother there. 3 great sci-fi movies. Forbidden Planet, that's not too bad. Silent Running, Dark Star's good. Hello, Gavin, just did some research. Was the logo on the pennant a flag impression of the shark jaws on the black circle from the front of... you know what, Gavin, that's probably a really good idea. Even if it wasn't, it makes sense to put that on the flag. So that might be something that I'll do, I think. Thank you for that. I didn't even think about that. See, I asked the question at the beginning of the stream, and by the end of the stream, we've got answers. Thank you, Reva. Thank you for watching. Wayne, please could you ask Emos if original customers still receive the crystal case? What builds this for, Richard? Is this the Ecto one? Because I'm guessing if you got the base, then the crystal case will naturally come with it afterwards. Is that right? I'm just preempting that you're talking about the Ecto one. A power mod for that you got. I don't know how you do it, Ian, because 2 nacelles are separately powered. The Cobra neck's separately powered, and obviously the dome is separately powered. No, James, I'm not getting Mrs. The missus, she's got enough to do with her doll's house. It's like 1.5 years and she's still working on it. She hasn't got time for another one. The cave's looking full. It is looking full. I won't have to move out yet, Bill. Some of these models, you see, I've moved the Bismarck now. That can't stay in here. It's far too big. Believe it or not, the Ecto 1 won't be staying in here as well. Once that's finished, that will be going somewhere else as well. It's just far too big to have in here, and I'll have one of the newer models in here. I do want to have the keystones of the channel definitely in the background. So the ET spaceship and the Orca are definitely going to go in there. I've just noticed that the ET spaceship, I think I need to put a coat of paint on those trees. They've got a bit brown. They need to be a bit more green again, so I might have to get the airbrush on them. They dried out well. The needles aren't falling off because I sealed them in, but I didn't expect it to discolor like it has there. But there you go. You know what? I apologize if I haven't answered any chats tonight because I'm just looking because my Twidget has failed again, so I won't be able to display anything on the screen after Bill Griffiths comment. But I've missed loads of comments. I didn't see Lugo. It's terrible. So what I've done is I pulled over the other chat that I was working on last time. But yeah, I've missed loads of comments, so I apologise for that. I've read that one. I'm just scrolling down. I've read about Book of Boba Fett. I've read about Phoebe drinking coffee. Every house needs a little extension. I can't have another extension. How can I Bill, you're going to be on like the screen forever now. I can't get rid of your I can't get rid of your thing now. Isn't it typical? You wait for the end of the stream for everything to start going wrong. Hang on a second. So if I go like that, and then I go like that, and then hopefully, if it works, I'll be able to clear your message. So let's put Richard's message up there and then down. There we go. We're good now. Any idea when the next builds are coming? I don't. Is that what you want me to ask Eagle was? Oh, bless. But just as I fixed everything, obviously it's time to go. So I've enjoyed chatting with you all tonight. So tomorrow we're going to have 2 stages of the Knight Rider build, which is stages 5 and 6. Then at the weekend I'm going to be doing this mechanical keyboard and why you need to get a mechanical keyboard. And then Monday we're back to the DB5. There's no live stream on Tuesday next week because I'm alternating them again. So the next live stream will be for the patrons on Wednesday. And by that time we should have had quite a few things come. So, but thank you all for joining me tonight and take care of yourselves. See you later.